Okay, so apparently I pushed the wrong button. I saw you post there, Justin, but I pushed the wrong button. I pushed it. I went, oh yeah, let's put desktop audio on. Yeah, not the microphone or anything. It's only right there. So anyway, sorry. So I'm sitting here talking to myself going, oh, what's going on? Oh, okay, no chitty chat. Okay. No, I've got the wrong mic muted. So whatever. Anyway. So yeah, we're closing on the house on Thursday. So we'll have an official homeowner status. We've got this awesome basement that's got going to be there's a semi-finished side that's going to be half dungeon, half tavern, because we got this really cool wood bar built in over on the wall. Yeah, I'm really not liking the look of that. It's very yellow under the light. I can darken that up. It's still a little thin going over the base coat there, but that black primer is just dark. Just soaking it up. Let's see. Let's put some of the leather brown in it. Maybe I just want to use leather brown. There we go. It's still way yellow over there. See if we can wipe some of that excess off his face. Nope, it's already dried. Oh well. Whichever. So we'll go ahead and there we go. Definitely much thicker than that one. Right? Yeah, I'm like, yes, it's a dungeon. No, it's a man cave. No, it's a dungeon. We're gonna do faux stone walls and everything. Of course, the dungeon side's also going to be the video game entertainment side. Get some of the default, what are they? The basement furnitures. Get some of those in place. But they don't have a lot of basements over there in Bakersfield, so I guess you could make your own house. Make it include a basement. Unless you moved somewhere where you got basements. This guy looks, his face with his goatee and his beard, he looks a little like Don Quixote from some of the trailers I've seen. There's a new movie coming out with Adam Driver and the Lex, or the Infinity car sales guy, where he thinks he's Don Quixote. You got a timetable on that move? You're looking at, like, hopefully in the next year or so? Any idea where you're going? Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Plus, that's the leather brown right there. And that's the leather color that I made with the, I want to say, what was it? It was, where's my reds? No, it wasn't copper. I think it was straight up red. Yeah, gory red. I put some gory red in that and some drops of black. And that darkened up real nice. Made a nice dark reddish leather. Not so red. It's just a nice dark brown. So we'll let that dry for now. We'll see if we can get something going on. Have not. Oh, yeah. Get over there to Houston. A lot of people I knew that were in Chevron back in the day, back in the early 2000s, moved out to Houston. Got over there. Let's see. Gosh. I think I am going to need that hot glue gun. Let's see if it's right here. No, it's not. It's hiding. What position were you going for? I'll be right back. Aha! Now we got it. Get it plugged in and warmed up. Yeah, we'll go with the big one. It's already got glue stick in there. Ah, yeah, sitting in front of the big screen. I think I only saw the room that they had out in the Kern River field like once, but it had all the monitors and everything on it, so it looked really, really tight. We were working on a 5-screen display over in the IT section back in the day. There we go. Not quite yet. It's getting there though. Whew. All right, well, that's warming up. Let's see, what colors am I gonna need? I guess we'll go with, take a closer look at her. She's got a pouch. Looks like she's got, I so need to make that purple again. Kind of touch up on the suit there now that I can kind of see things. Looks like she had a bracelet. Base coat is kind of horrible. You know what? Let's see if we can drop that gain a little bit. Oh yeah. There we go. That's a little bit better on the gain or the exposure. Drop that a little bit. The Enron building. You gotten to do any gaming lately, Justin? No, I hadn't gamed with you since 2006, 2005, 2006. Are you not even warming up? Not even warm. What is going on here? It's in the wrong plug. Let's see if we can unplug that. That's the light plug. That's the light switch. That goes to this light right there. I need a plug. A working plug. Something. Wait a minute. There we go. You know what? We don't need that one plugged in. I'm at 100% on the laptop. We'll plug it in right there. There we go. Maybe that'll get warm a little bit. Ah. Good old Pathfinder. I haven't played Pathfinder since... I want to say 2012, 2013? We've been playing 5th edition. We played more 1st edition, obviously, with our Saturday stream. Got introduced to Castles and Crusades officially at GaryCon. That was pretty awesome. Actually picked up the Castle Keeper's Guide at half-price books for like 15 bucks. It's a good price. See, definitely getting warm. Definitely getting warm. But not quite. Almost there. So what kind of character you got? Snagged some of the, I got some Pathfinder comic books. Some of the old ones from 2013. And a grab bag at GaryCon. So that was pretty cool. It's got all the main characters that from the art inside the core rule book. And all together in a party. They have the wizard, they have the sorceress, the elven rogue. The druid showed up for like half a second. Let's see. They have the warrior. They've got that the cleric lady, and with like the Eastern type armor with the cutlasses and stuff. It was very interesting. But apparently the sorcerer is she's the leader of the party on that. That's pretty interesting. The later art was definitely better than the art when they first started the series. I don't know if they changed artists on that. I didn't quite pay attention to it, but it was pretty cool. The later episodes actually lined up more with the art from the rule book. So there we go. Put a nice dollop of hot glue right there. And then let's go ahead and give her a big stick on. I can unplug that. Let that cool down over here. All right. She's down there nice and good. Let's go ahead and snap her into place. And she falls right off. That's awesome. Okay, so she wasn't on there quite as well. All right, we'll try this again then. We'll put that into place. While it's still hot, nice dollop of glue there. Put it into place there. Put a dollop over there. Put a dollop there. Yeah, it's kind of touching it a little, but we'll have to do too much glue. It's like we've encased or we've entrapped her in webs. Jackal Warrior Sidekick. That's cool. Now, there we go. We should give her a good shake. She's not coming off. We'll have to work on the bottom separately. The bottom of her robes. Alright. Let's see. I think with her, I'm going to skip the metallics and I'm going to give, like, try to do the faux metallic look. So we'll use that leather brown to create the base coat for the staff. Uh-oh. More hot glue strings. There we go. So, have you gotten to take a peek at all at the playtest for the 2nd edition Pathfinder? See what differences they had in it. I know they debuted it over at GaryCon, but I was not involved in any of the playing of Pathfinder while I was at GaryCon, so I did not get a chance to take a peek at it. I'm gonna have to get some sort of music playlist going. Of course, you know, music that's not copyright protected, so it doesn't mute it. Anytime I play anything that even remotely has copyright protection, it'll put a claim on it, and then it mutes the audio for that portion on Twitch. When I export anything that has a loose copyright where people are looking for it, it actually does monetization on YouTube when I export it, and then gives and then does the money to the copyright holder instead of anything that might go to my account. But, you know, I'm not looking for money on the YouTube, so I don't care. I do, however, care that, you know, if anybody wants to replay anything, if it's going to mute the audio, that would really suck. Tiny little drop. Yeah, from what I've heard with the 2nd edition of Pathfinder, it's supposed to pretty much. I mean, I would hope they would have conversion rules for it, but it's going to be different enough to where all the stuff that you've got isn't going to be directly usable with what it has. But that's like I said, it's just what I've heard. It's not like personal experience, so I can't vouch one way or another if it's like that. But I know some of the Pathfinder or some of the content creators, when they found out that the second edition was going to be different, they just severely discounted all their Pathfinder stuff because they gotta liquidate so that they can get ready to start making new second edition stuff. Not going too crazy with the paint. Don't want to oversaturate it all. Yep, see, there you go. Just like that. Or Galaxies. Man, Star Wars Galaxies in there. Yeah, we've been running the game a certain way for years, but now we're going to completely change it because we're getting trounced by World of Warcraft. So we're going to make our game like World of Warcraft. And then their core fan base is like, nope, I'm out. See you. All right. That too. Or WoW. I think it's when they introduced the panda characters as a joke. Everybody's like, ha! And then the panda characters showed up as an actual playable race. And they're like, hey, wait a minute. What the? Definitely gonna need some more black. But not primer black, real black. You doing SWG Emu? No, I looked into that. I actually had it installed on my machine, the old version. Actually logged in on it, created a character, and started pedaling around. It was Bestine. I think it dropped you off at. Pretty sure it was Bestine. I was out there pedaling around, killing rats, doing little missions. Yep. It's definitely a different experience from when I was playing it, because I came in after the new the new gaming experience started up. So I didn't get the chance to play the pre-CU or Release 9 stuff. So when I got it, I jumped in there. I was playing it. It was pretty interesting. What kind of tune you running on SWG? Ah, bounty hunter. No, I was wanting to. Yes. Yep. Painting my D&D minis. Let's see. Let that black dry there. No, it's just shiny. I was like, did we get a bald spot? No, it's just a flat spot that. Yeah, no, I mean, they got some good painting techniques. That's definitely, I mean, that's a lot of good stuff out there where they're using those type of painting techniques, but if you're not looking for Warhammer. How are you doing tonight, Guitar Goddess? Yes, and welcome. Welcome. Let's see what we got going on over here with this guy. I'm not even going to mess with that. We're just going to pull out the second one. Put it straight in. Let's see. What do I want to do next? Let's see if we'll start doing some highlighting here. And we will need. Well, we've already got the other brown. Put a couple drops of that. We'll need some more. You know what? I want to put a little on top of there. Get some more of the gore red out. Gore red. Or gory red. Yeah, it is actually. It just kind of snaps in, it stretches out. It's got two different levels for the bases. I mean, this guy, he's got a big enough base that I can either fit it in sideways on the bottom one, or I can fit it on widthwise on the top. Yeah, it's completely adjustable. And they're cheap. I think it was like $8 for a stand. And it's got a good purchase on the handle there. Put some red in that. Oh. I guess I could have put bloody red in it. Yeah, no, I thought it was going to be a lot more than that. I went down to the local games workshop place. I was looking specifically for it, and I was like, yeah, well, how much is it? They're like $8. Like, let me know when you get them in. They only got in like 12 per shipment. By the time I got there was only 6 left. So it was real quick. You can order them online too. I mean, if you don't want to drive down to a Games Workshop store, or you don't have one near you. Yeah, the miniatures are just way too expensive. I mean, they're decent quality. I grabbed some of the Lord of the Rings ones for goblins. Put that back over there. Let's see. Let's mix that up real quick. See how that looks. Move that on over. You got some decent prices at the friendly local game stores. Wish I had a darker brown. Let's see, what do we got? Well, I suppose I could add one more drop of that. It's a little too red still. I'm telling you. I mean, I've got like, what is it? 100 and some odd different paints in a kit, and they don't have a dark brown. At least that I've found yet. I mean, it could be hiding here. Dark flesh tone. Okay. Interesting. Oh, there we go. Never mind. I take it back. Charred brown. Charred brown. Let's see what we got here. Maybe. I think when I painted it on, it looked more red, but it did dry brown. So let's give that a shot. Let's see what it says. Let's see. A little too much there. That's a good highlight. That could work. Not so much addicted, but I like the there's this miniature manufacturer, Iron Wind Metals. They actually got all the old Ralpartha molds for their stuff, and they produce a lot of. I mean, they've got a lot of new stuff, but they also produce a lot of the old Ralpartha minis. Can actually get a couple here. Hold on a second. For instance, this is some of the stuff that they did here. They've got, and they did these for GaryCon 10. Let's take it out of the plastic. It's too much glare. They've got the Angel from the GaryCon 10 tournament module. Yeah, let's see if we can get that a little closer. This is some of their original stuff here. And then they've got, here's the Lich that he was fighting. But then they've also got the old Ralpartha molds. I like this female fighter right there. And then this one looks like it's one of the Larry Elmore line miniatures, but it's also one of the old Ralparthas. Oop, too close, too close. Back it up a little so we can put it in there and show it. But they do a lot of decent stuff. Oh, there was one other miniature line that looked like they were doing some good stuff. I don't have any of theirs to show off or anything. It's just the oh, here's the one from 2017, the Demogorgon that they made. It's a little blurry. There we go. Still gotta pull that one apart and put them together. The Iron Wind Metals, classic Ralpartha Fantasy. And then ironwindmetals.com is their website. Might be able to buy some direct from them. I have not yet tried. I've got so many miniatures right now. It's just, you know, why buy? You know, I mean, it's like, well, you know, you always got to buy more. But I also have a whole bunch of Reaper bones. I got some of the Reaper metal ones as well. But Reaper's pretty good. I like Reaper too. Get those out of the way. Alright, let's get some more of this paint going. No. Oh, you know what? Let me readjust everything. This isn't working too well. Turn up some of this exposure. There we go. Yes, owl bears. Did you ever find any of the plushy owlbears? You got these plushy owlbears that are pretty cool. That's all right. Was that the owlbear that had like the baby owlbears. Because I really, oh, you know what? As a matter of fact, I do have some dark too. It's the Margaret Wyeth Special Edition Joey the Thug. Of course, now it's one of those things where it's like, do I want to open it because it's autographed by Margaret Wyeth and Joey, of course. she signed it for him. Yeah, that's a nice looking miniature sculpt. I like that one with the owlbear and the baby owlbears, and that's some good stuff. I can't remember though. Was that? No, that one was its own thing, because there was an owlbear drawing that Tony Dieterlisi put together. That was pretty awesome. He was doing his what was it, the artwork realms, the fantasy artwork, or fantasy gaming artwork for that book of his that he put out. Oof, man. Got the rivets there. I should totally touch those up with just a spot of metal when we're done. Oh, these are just some acrylics that came with. It was like an acrylic paint by number set. It's just, I was like, what is it? Royal Langnickel? Yeah. But it's just some actual painting on canvas acrylics that came with it. But I mostly kept it because of the actual tray here. It was just, I'm like, yeah, I'll use that. That'll work. Gives me something to do, something to use when I want to mix colors and whatnot, and it's plastic, so I can wash it out. Man. All right. Yes. No, I got the game color set. It's like, and it comes with like a carry case and everything, and it had like brushes, and it's got some glazes. It's got or matte varnish, medium glaze, gloss varnish. It's got oh, you know what? Need to put some of that in. Don't want it to dry up on me while I'm working. Completely forgot about that. Thank you for drawing my attention back to the paint so I could remember to put the retarder medium in there. It also thins it up a little bit if it gets a little too thick. I like it. Yeah, the set that I got, it's got a lot of stuff. It was like $250, and I think it was on sale on Amazon. And I was just like, you will be mine come income tax return time. But this set actually comes with one ink. It comes with the smoky ink. It looks like it's a more of a dark brown. But yeah, when I was at the store and I picked up those what are they called? The stands, the miniature stands. I grabbed some Newland oil and some Agrax Earthshade because yeah, their washes are pretty awesome. All right, let's see what we can do here without getting it all over everything. Black magic. Yeah, I've heard lots of good stuff. Lots of people just rave about Newland oil and the Agrax there. So I was just like, yeah, I need to get some of those. Don't get too crazy now. So how you doing? How you doing tonight, Fox? I've seen you around somewhere else. Where have I seen you? I want to say, do you jump over on Resorty's channel at all? Your name is very familiar. I've seen you somewhere. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate it. Ah, I knew it. Well, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Yes, I was at the first one that I went to was the one right after I moved in to the area about a year ago, and then I went to the COS event that they had over there at the 42 Lounge too. That's looking decent. Can't complain. Not yet, anyway. Let's see. I mean, they had a VR system over there that was pretty fun to play. And they had they gave away a bunch of stuff, but It wasn't like the first event where they just started handing out like the tickets to everybody that came in. They actually, or wait, no, it was that because there were so many people that showed up, they just had them sign up and everything. They were just signing up for all the raffles and junk. And towards the end there was a bunch of people that were just coming in to hang out at the lounge, and they won some stuff. So it was a good surprise for them. Plus, they got to see all us WSA people, and we met a few good people there. It was fun. Now, if I remember correctly, they were saying they were looking at about April, but I haven't heard anything about any meetups for the WSA in April yet. So we'll have to peek around and see what we can find out. It'd be nice to see everybody again without having to drive down to Chicago. Just drive up to Milwaukee or something like that. 42 Lounge is a fun place to do all that at. Plus, it's got the motif. All right. Let's come over here. Let's see what we got here. I can't even really tell what that is that's on the front of her. It's a very weird belt thing. It looks like it's got some chains. I mean, she's got, obviously there's a pouch there and a pouch there. She's wearing a bracelet over here and the necklace, but not much of a face though. That's kind of a harsh sculpt. You know, all right. You have a good night. Get some good sleeps. Thanks for stopping by. Let's see. What else do we want to do? Let's see if we can recreate this purple, because honestly, it needs some touch up. Let's see what we got. It's a little dark there. Is it? I think it was the royal purple and some white. You know what? We need to shake that up a bit. You have a good night, Justin. It was nice seeing you. We'll see you around. Hopefully more. Oh, man, let's toss some purple down there. Get some white in here. Oop. See, I keep forgetting. I haven't shaken it up yet. There we go. Let's give that a shot and see if we can get about where we were. That looks about right. Maybe. It's a little darker, but it could use another coat, I guess. Maybe. I'll go with a slightly bigger brush for this one because I'm going to get a little more coverage on that. Uh-oh. There we go. Wasn't quite mixing. Now that there's a brush in it, it's starting to mix more. Well, it's a slightly different color, but that's okay. It might dry the same shade. It might not. It's close. Oops. Oh yeah, it's definitely going on a lot smoother. Makes me wonder what was going on with the paint before. But this is going on a lot smoother. Maybe it was the brushes. Maybe that was using some derpy brushes there, and it was just causing it all sorts of issues. Looks like the sleeves are kind of fancy. It's a nice bigger brush to get a little bit more coverage, a little more even spread. So, Tar Goddess, what kind of miniatures have you painted lately? Any preferred class or race or anything like that? You know, I actually think I like this purple better than the one that was on there. If this dries and stays this shade, I would be very happy. I remember what I had mixed in before. I'd mixed in a tiny little bit of pink to lighten that up and make it more purpley purple, more of a bright purple. I think I like this one better. There we go. Oh, it's hiding my face. Nobody can see me. No, it's secret. Get away from my secrets. That's alright. Nobody wants to look at my mug anyway. You want to look at this stuff. These lovely, lovely miniatures. I got some older miniatures that have some really horrible sculpts. But, you know, they're the nostalgic, old school D&D ones. So it's like, there's some of them that are pretty decent sculpts. But it had some horrible paint on them because I don't even remember the name of the brand, but it was god awful. And it was thick, it was matte, it would it would get real crusty. They had screw top lids. I think it's the only stuff that my hobby shop had at the time, so that's all I was able to get. Nobody in town even carried the Citadel paints. Once I found the Citadel paints, I was like, "Whoa, this is so awesome!" compared to the stuff that I had been stuck using this whole time. So, yeah, that's repainted there. But now, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use the same paint for highlights on Alexander the Brave there, because he really needs some highlights. Yeah, I know. I might be jumping the gun a little bit on him, but I don't know. It's not as shiny on her as it is on him. It makes me think because obviously this one here is a Reaper Bones, so it's plastic, so it's got that smooth finish, whereas this one is a pewter miniature and it's a little bit more textured. Very interesting. Let's see what we can do here. Yeah, don't get too crazy. Might be a little too light. Might be a little too much. A little bit more on there. Okay. A little bit more off. Oh, it's so shiny. little chunky there. Let's see if we can smooth that out a bit. No, got a little on his shoe. That's not too bad. I don't mind that. Nope. Out of the shot. Out of the shot. Uh-oh. There we go. That's starting to stick up a little bit. Time to put a drop of the magic juice in there. I don't have like a little spatula to scrape it back down into the pot there. That would be really handy about now. Right. Thankfully, no. I myself have never accidentally drank the tinted water. My paint water usually ends up looking pretty nasty looking, and I keep it well away from my drinks. Although there is right now about an 8-inch separation between the glass and the can, so it's a little dangerous. I could see that. I could totally see that. Especially if you're drinking water while you're doing it. You're painting and you just accidentally, and they might be too close together, and you accidentally just reach out blindly and grab the wrong bit. Sometimes, but it's got to be clean. It can't be a freshly used painted one. No, it's got to be clean. It's the ancient artist's secret, saliva. Oh, thank you. Just trying not to get it all over the place right now. I think I gotta go with the finer brush on this one. Coming around to the back here. Don't want to get too crazy. with the paint. No, not yet anyway. Mostly just the miniatures. There we go. Ah. So what edition did you start with? Oh, out of pan again. Oh no. Oh, yep. There you go. That or watch Frozen, apparently. Yeah, that's the one thing I took with me when I went into the Air Force. I took my role playing. Well, technically, I didn't get to take them with me because I knew I was going to basic. So those stayed there, and then I had them all shipped out to me once I got to my duty station. Once I got to my post, and then met up with a bunch of the nuke troops. All just played D&D, which was fun. Nice. All right, I think I'll let that dry. Once I do that. All right then. Now, are you in the Marines, or is it just your brother, or are you guys like Marine Corps family, all stationed at the same place? Let's see. Where did that brush go? There it is. You need old reliable here. So, what'd you major in? You going for your bachelor's, master's? Oh, what do you think? Ah, LE. I actually went to the police academy in Porterville, California, for like I did the reserve law peace officers academy. That was the only way you could do it through the college system without going full bore. Then they had a level 1 post academy that was like 20 minutes away from Porterville, but you had to pay like a couple grand for that one. So I was like, you know, level 2 is fine. Nice. Sociology. I think I'm going to leave that like that because I like how it kind of fades down. Yeah. Nah. But what's funny about that is that it was almost as big of a joke as the Air Force basic training in the mid 90s. That was a joke. They couldn't even make you do push-ups. They're like, "Oh, I'm mad at you. You need to give me a form 341 so I can write how bad you are. And then this is going on your record." Yeah. And then and then they had so many people that were washing out of basic that they actually had to have what they called motivational flights, and that is where you would have to do put all the push-ups as your punishment and sit-ups and whatnot, because they're like, well, obviously us taking this little form from you and saying that it's going on your record is not going to be harsh enough punishment for you to get it through your head what you need to do. So we're gonna make you do push-ups now. Yeah, that was awesome. Nope, that's charred brown again. Dark flesh tone. I want. There it is. Gunmetal. Yeah. Yoga and salads. That's awesome. I hear voices. All right. You know what? I think once I finish the back of this shield, because we're going just plain gunmetal on the back here, I think that will be it for tonight. This has been fun. It's nice to get some people on chatting for once. Oh, yeah. The whole, you can't do sit-ups with your hands behind your head thing. And although I think when, yeah, we were doing it with our hands behind the head. But we were doing it just so fast and hard where we were just like, and it was on, we were on the grass, so we didn't have to worry about like chewing up our back with the asphalt or anything. But just, yeah, we did it the old school. We had a retired lieutenant colonel for our ROTC instructor, and he did not suffer any fools. It was funny as he was the only instructor in high school that would throw things at the students if they didn't behave. There you go. Or the across the chest. You gotta do it across the chest. I'm just like, how can you do a sit-up with your arms in front of you? That's just painful and uncomfortable. Behind the head, at least you can like grab your neck and pull yourself up. So, all right, it is almost 11 o'clock here, so I am going to call that for the night. We got some good progress. We got some highlighting. We got another base coat on the wizard, so not bad all in all. So let's see. Let's see. It is Tuesday, so I wonder who is on. We can go and raid. Although I'm not seeing anything here. Let me refresh my page here. Well, D&D's playing. The Saving Throw's doing Dungeons and Dragons as well. But are they really doing Dungeons and Dragons? No, they are not. So I think what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and we are going to raid D&D and jump on over there. So let's go ahead and D&D. So I can't raid D&D, man. I guess I can only host. Not cool. Okay, well, then that's it for tonight. You guys have a great night. It was good chatting with you all. Got some good progress done on the miniatures. So we'll probably be doing some more miniatures Thursday night around 9:15, 9:30ish, and then we'll be back the following week after that. So, all right. Well, thank you for sticking around and watching me paint and chatting it up. And have a great night.